Another year. Same goals, zero progress. You tell yourself this year will be different. You get excited. You make plans. And then, 3 months in, you're right back where you started, wondering what's wrong with you. Here's the truth. Nothing is wrong with you. You're just missing a system. Write down your goals. Your brain can't work toward what it can't see. When goals stay in your head, they're just wishes. Vague, shapeless, easy to forget. But the moment you write them down, something changes. They become real, concrete, undeniable. Here's what's actually happening in your brain. You have something called the reticular activating system, the RAS. Think of it as your brain's filter. Right now, there are millions of pieces of information around you, but you only notice a fraction of them. Ever notice when you're thinking about buying a specific car, you suddenly see it everywhere? That's your RAS at work. The cars were always there. You just started paying attention. When you write down your goals, you activate your RAS. Suddenly, opportunities you've been walking past every single day become visible. That extra hour in the morning, you see it now. The workout that seemed impossible, suddenly doable. Your environment hasn't changed. Your awareness has. So write them down. Write them somewhere you'll see them. Every single day. Track your progress relentlessly. Here's why most people quit. They don't see progress. They are waiting for the big transformation, the dramatic before and after. And because they don't see it, they assume nothing is happening. But progress doesn't work that way. Progress is small, incremental, easy to miss if you're not paying attention. Think about video games. Why are they so addictive? Because they show you progress constantly. Every level, every achievement unlocked. You see yourself getting better in real time, and it keeps you coming back. Your goals need the same system. Here's what happens when you track. Instead of a reason to quit, every win becomes proof that you're improving. You're not just hoping things work out. You're running an experiment on yourself. And when you finally see the progress, that feeling is what drives human behavior. We're not wired to seek perfection. We're wired to seek progress. Track everything. The workouts you complete, the pages you write, the calls you make, the habits you build. Make it visible. Make it undeniable. Because those small wins, they compound into massive results. Make your progress impossible to miss. You need to see that progress staring back at you every single day. A checklist on your wall. A spreadsheet with green cells multiplying. Progress photos. A jar filling up with marbles. Whatever works for you. But make it visual. Why? Because your brain runs on feedback loops. When you can see progress, your brain releases dopamine. That dopamine makes you want to keep going. It's the same chemical that makes social media so addictive. But now you're using it to build the life you actually want. Most people quit because they're blind to their own progress. Don't let that be you. Make it so obvious that even on your worst days, when motivation is gone and willpower is depleted, you can look at your progress and remember, you're not starting over. You're already winning. Plan for the war, not just the battle. Here's the mistake that everyone makes with visualization. They picture themselves succeeding, and they stop there. They imagine crossing the finish line, getting the promotion, hitting the goal weight, and then real life happens. Obstacles show up, motivation disappears, and they crumble. There is a better way. It's called mental contrasting. Instead of just visualizing success, you visualize both the outcome and the obstacles that will try to stop you. A framework called WOOP. Wish, outcome, obstacle, plan. Most people visualize the wish and the outcome. They skip the obstacle and the plan. That's why they fail. Time will be an issue. Motivation will fade. You'll have days when you don't feel like it. Don't wait for those days to figure out what to do. Plan for them now. Write down exactly what you'll do when your obstacles show up, because it will. Visualizing without a plan is just daydreaming. Stop chasing goals. Start becoming someone. Here's the shift that changes everything. Stop thinking about goals as things you achieve. Start thinking about them as proof of who you are. If you define yourself as an athlete, you don't need motivation to go to the gym. That's just what athletes do. If you define yourself as a healthy person, eating clean isn't a challenge. That's just how healthy people eat. If you define yourself as a content creator, you create content. Not when you feel like it, not when it's convenient, because that's who you are. You're capable of more than you realize. The only difference of who you are right now and who you want to become isn't talent, luck, or circumstances. It's a system. These 5 steps. Write down your goals. Make them specific. Make them visible. Track your progress every day. No exceptions. Make it visible. Put it somewhere you can't ignore. Plan for obstacles. What will try to stop you? What will you do about it?